2022 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV review. What's new? The 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV carries over unchanged, part of the third Outlander generation introduced for 2014. The 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV signals the end of the current generation of this model, with a new plug-in model planned to follow this year's entirely redesigned, normal, gas-powered Outlander, and, after a wave of revisions last year, it's not surprising that this Outlander PHEV model remains untouched. These improvements allowed the Outlander PHEV to remain one of the few hybrid SUVs that can travel for a few miles completely on electric power. How does the Outlander PHEV perform on the road? This electric SUV isn't fast, but it's powerful enough to get out of its own way when necessary. The Outlander PHEV attains 60 mph from a standstill in 9.3 seconds in Edmunds testing. That's reasonable for a fuel-efficient vehicle. However, Toyota's RAV4 Prime, which is also a plug-in hybrid and the Outlander's main rival, outperforms it with a 0-60 mph time of 5.6 seconds. The Outlander's stopping performance is comparable, but we're not fans of its light brake pedal, which makes it difficult to constantly stop cleanly. During our panic braking experiment, our test car likewise lacked stability. Then there's the matter of steering. It's unusually light and lacking in straight-ahead steadiness. To keep the Outlander straight, you have to fidget at the wheel all the while. However, the modern all-wheel drive system and decent ground clearance make the Outlander fairly capable off-road. How spacious is the Outlander PHEV? The overall comfort of the Outlander is average. The front seats are adequate, but the rear seats are flat and stiff. For an SUV, ride comfort is about average. The Outlander absorbs the majority of the big hits, but tiny road vibrations get through. The climate control system works well. The heated steering wheel only warms part of the rim, which is inconvenient. The cabin is relatively quiet when traveling in EV mode on a full charge, but hit the gas when the engine starts, and it sounds like a blender working too hard. We were also irritated that practically every button in our test vehicle made a beeping noise, and there didn't appear to be a way to turn off the sounds. How is the inside? The Outlander PHEV is roomy enough to seat adults in both rows. The large door openings make it simple to enter and exit either row. However, the cabin controls can be difficult to find and use. In comparison to the more advanced systems in other small SUVs, Mitsubishi's infotainment screen has just basic changes and appears to be a budget, aftermarket item. Taller drivers will undoubtedly feel odd in the upright, almost chair-like driving stance. The steering wheel's extension adjustment is also insufficient. For an SUV, outward visibility is average. One advantage is the optional surround view camera system, which makes tight maneuvering a breeze. How's the technology? Mitsubishi has some ground to make up. The basic features include an 8-inch touchscreen and Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto smartphone connection, but that's about where our positive comments end. The Outlander PHEV's voice control system frequently fails to recognize your commands, and the stereo, while loud, does not provide much in the way of crisp sound quality. The advanced driver assistance systems are likewise a little behind the times. The adaptive cruise control technology can be slow to respond to changing traffic, and will not keep you in place when you come to a complete stop. The blind spot monitoring system works perfectly, but there is no lane keeping function. We appreciate how the image from the surround view camera can be queued up through a steering wheel button. That's a really nice touch. How is the storage situation? The Outlander features comparable load space to many other small SUVs, with 30.4 cubic feet behind the rear seats. However, holy molasses, Batman, its power tailgate is incredibly slow. We choose to disable the option and utilize it manually because it is so sluggish. The chairs split and fold, but it takes 3 steps, including pulling up the bottom cushion. When the seats are folded, the Outlander PHEV has 66 cubic feet of cargo space, which is typical for a small SUV. Because the floor is rather low, there is no need to hoist equipment into the cargo compartment. Aside from moderately sized bins and door pockets, there isn't much in the way of cabin storage. If you're loading little children into the rear, keep in mind that the safety seat anchors are tucked in rather deep and difficult to reach, which can be inconvenient. However, there is enough of back space, and we had no trouble fitting a large convertible seat during our testing. The top tether points are quite easy to access. However, they have an unusual arrangement that makes them appear to be mounted upside down. How about the fuel economy? According to the EPA, the Outlander PHEV should be able to travel approximately 24 miles on electric power alone before switching to standard gasoline-powered hybrid mode and returning 26 mpg in mixed city highway driving. That fuel efficiency estimate is disappointing because it is similar to that of many all-wheel drive non-hybrid compact SUVs. Consider Toyota's RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid, which gets 34 mpg combined. We were able to travel 26.6 miles before the gas engine kicked in on our 115-mile test route, and we averaged 30.4 mpg after that. Those outcomes were better than expected, but not spectacular for a plug-in. The Outlander's strong suit is that it is one of the few plug-in hybrids that supports DC fast charging. Using a public DC fast charger, you can at approximately 80% charge in 25 minutes. Is the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV a good buy? The Outlander PHEV has a good powertrain warranty, as well as DC quick charging, with an as-tested price of around $40,000. This Mitsubishi just feels too cheaply built for the money, even after factoring in the government tax credit and possible fuel savings assuming you plug in every day. There are far too many fuel-efficient, non-plug-in SUVs that are a far better bargain. The Outlander has a few interesting traits. However, if you do not maintain it charged on a regular basis, you will not enjoy many benefits. Overall, we believe a normal hybrid SUV or another plug-in hybrid, such as the Toyota RAV4 Prime or Ford Escape plug-in hybrid, is a superior option. The LA trim was introduced last year and is a worthy upgrade from the base trim. The external gloss black details appear unnecessary, but a standard sunroof and improved radio system are clever extras. All Outlanders come included with a robust set of safety features, so there's no reason to upgrade to the highest GT specification unless you truly want adaptive cruise control. The 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV is a small crossover SUV that seats 5 and comes in 3 trims: Cell, LE, and GT. Its plug-in hybrid powertrain consists of a 4-cylinder engine, a rechargeable battery pack, and electric motors that generate 121 horsepower. The Outlander PHEV can travel an EPA estimated 24 miles on all-electric power before switching to regular hybrid operation. All-wheel drive is standard,